Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to continue playing The Witcher 3. Today, the video is going to be a little bit different than I usually do. Usually what I would do is play, and while I'm playing, I would do commentary. But this time, I just wanted to try something new. If you guys like it, or if you like the old way better, then we'll continue doing it the old way. But in today's video, what I did is I recorded the gameplay in advance, and then I kind of edited the video to the most juicy parts, and then I'm going to watch it and comment while I watch it. So we'll kind of talk about it as I play the game. That sounds confusing, but you'll see what I mean in a minute. I thought I would try it this way because I find that, like I said 1,000 times before, Witcher 3 is a super long game, so I feel like it's going to take a really long time to complete the game. So maybe if I record and then just kind of chop it down into mostly the storyline of the game, which is the most interesting part, I think, then we can enjoy it together. Like, after I played it, then I can comment and talk about the things with you guys. Wow, I'm not making much sense today, but I thought it would be fun to try out. And like I said before, if you would rather me do it the old way and play and comment at the same time, then I'll continue doing it that way. I just wanted to try something new. Without further ado, guys, let's get into it. Okay, so if you remember in the last part, we stopped when we were in this like tomb. I don't know what it's called. Not necessarily a tomb. It's like a different, I don't know. I honestly don't know what it's called, but
it's toxic.
Yeah, we were having a hard time killing these wraiths. I think they're called wraiths. Yeah, so it was Geralt and Keira, and we're trying to kill the wraiths right now, which, I'm gonna be honest, the first time I tried killing them, I did fail because of the, not because of the wraiths, but because of the mushroom bombs. Those are what get me. It's really difficult to avoid them, honestly. But yeah, I think my technique, my fighting technique is getting a lot better. And also now, because I know how to do the skills, we finally have better skills for him. And we are level 10 now, so that's also really good. I did upgrade his skills. Yeah, these wraiths are badass. In the first portion, I wasn't sure how I wanted to record the game, so it's a little bit different than I would like, but later on it gets better, I think. So these wraiths are level 5. Like I said, it's not the wraiths that are difficult to kill. What is difficult is because we have those exploding mushrooms, and we also have that gas. So what I ended up doing in this part, we actually used some kind of oil on his sword. I don't remember what oil we used, but I used some kind of beast killing oil. Not beast, but it was some oil. I don't remember the name of it. And also, I think I had him take a potion that would make him stronger as well. Okay, so here's where we run into another, or I don't know if we had run into one of these, but it's the elf. Elf that was guiding Ciri,
before the soul
helping her. So he mentions Kelpie, which Kelpie is...
Does he mean that sea monster?
Yeah, it's Ciri's horse.
No, that's what Ciri named her mare.
So I did have a
Horse could
difficult
apparently
time
gallop like a
in
demon.
this portion as well. This is also another reason why I wanted to test out
should we look for it?
recording in this style, because I noticed that I didn't enjoy recording this game as much as I enjoy other games, because this game can be difficult to understand, and I mentioned that many times. Like, doing a mission, there's a lot of like empty wasted space. So when I'm recording this game and commenting at the same time, I'll be recording for like 3 to 4 hours just to get a 1 hour video. Yeah, we exploded, which is kind of funny. I don't know why that happened, but it happened. But yeah, so I would be recording for like 4 hours just to get a video that was 1 hour long, which is really frustrating. So I also thought it would be interesting to do it this way because I could record the gameplay just in the comfort of my PJs and just sitting down and chilling.
Looks a bit like a cannon.
Yeah. So we ended up
Geralt, what the hell is that?
running into these wraiths that camouflage themselves as us,
Another
which is
security
really weird
measure.
because we
Damn it
have
all.
to fight someone that looks like us. It's really weird. There's 2 girls, and I'm killing myself, which is really strange. But it was fun. And I don't know how he does that shield thing. Like, you see the wraith one does this, like, shield. I don't know if that's something we can do later on, or if that's just a wraith thing. Yeah, over here, it's a level 6, and we're higher level. I think around this point in the game, we were level 8, so we can kill these wraiths pretty easily. I have to admit that I think I'm getting better at this game. I have heard that the combat of this game is not really that detailed, and I'm kind of seeing that. Like, I noticed the powers that I use the most are just Kuin, because I don't really feel like I need to use the other ones that much. Even like the magical trap that we can use for the spirits, I guess we would have to use that if it's like a ghost or something. So it took me a while to find out where I was supposed to go here. So just on a whim, I jumped into this little pond, and luckily there was the clue. It took me a long time to find this clue, to be honest. So that's what I mean. Like, to find this clue took me 30 minutes. So that could be frustrating when you're recording the game and you have all these lights in your face. Like, let me tell you, I never knew this before I started making YouTube videos, but recording lights are super, super hot. Like, they make you so hot. And like, for example, right now I'm wearing a sweater, so I'm really looking forward to it turning to fall or winter because recording will be so much more comfortable. That's just such a silly thing to say, but it's a fact. So over here, I decided to use this potion called Cat Eye because this game is so dark. I don't know, even though the gamma is all the way up, it's so dark.
Another horse.
So another
Almost
Kelpie.
exactly like the last one.
We found another Kelpie clue, which is Ciri's horse, which means that she kind of left us clues behind, or the elf left the horse as a sign for her to follow. So the passage, or where we're supposed to go, had finally opened up. I really hate the tunnels, to be honest, because like I said, the game is so dark, and then when you're in these caves, it's so dark.
Wow.
So over here, this is a swallow door.
Very portal.
And I know why I landed in that
I
drowning
don't know. I
nest.
really like the interaction between Geralt and Keira,
Everyone still wonders
and
why
I think that there's going to be some kind of love or romance between the two of them. To be honest, Geralt is a super flirty guy. Like, he literally flirts with everyone. And I was thinking about it the other day because he's kind of in love with Yennefer, I think. But he's so old. I think when you have the ability to live so long, having like an open relationship is probably the best way to go, because I don't know, like if I were to live 200 years,
Is that bad?
I don't know, that sounds horrible. I'm not a horrible person. I'm just saying, like, in Geralt's case. And also Yennefer, she lives for a long time too, I think. So yeah, they kind of have this open relationship, and I do feel like something's gonna happen between Geralt and Keira, which I think is kind of cute because I don't know, Kira's a little strange, but okay, so here's where we run into a golem, which I don't think I died at all, but it took me a while to learn his pattern. He does this thing where he kind of shields himself, and for a moment I thought that, oh, okay, that's going to be the best opportunity to fight him, because I didn't realize that he's like right now, he's shielding himself. So even if I hit him, it doesn't really do anything. But I didn't realize that at first. With these beasts, you kind of have to just kind of stand back for a while and view their fighting pattern, and then when you finally get their fighting pattern down, then it's really easy to kill them, actually. The golem is pretty strong, but I have to be honest, I didn't die while I was fighting it, which is pretty cool. Maybe Keira's a good help, to be honest. She's helping me a lot. He's a guardian, but he's only golem. My first time running into one of these guys. And I noticed that in the game, there's a whole character page, which they have all the information on every character. Like, if you run into a new kind of species, then you can go and like learn about all of them. Which, I don't know if I mentioned this, I'm not really fond of reading. I need to get into it because I noticed that I'm losing my vocabulary, or something's happening. Something's happening, and I feel less intelligent than I used to be because I don't like reading. So I'm trying to make myself read a bit more, but it's not my favorite hobby. It's not my hobby. Like, even with stories, I love listening to audiobooks. Because I like how the readers or the narrators, they change their voices sometimes. Like, a good narrator really knows how to sell the story to you, which I think is really cool. So, I don't know. I'm done with one totally off. This has nothing to do with Witcher. Just talking about myself right now. Okay, so, he's almost dead. Oh my god. So, right there, I did a pretty good damage, I think. I was kind of getting his pattern now. He does this. He's kind of slow, which is helpful. And also, I noticed in the heat of the moment, I tend to forget to use Kuin, which is the shield. So I need to remember to do that more. But I feel like I was doing a lot better this time. And like I said, I think it has a lot to do with less pressure on recording and playing this game at the same time. To be, like I said, it's just this game. With other games like Horizon Zero Dawn, Red Dead Redemption, I never felt that way. Like, I love recording those games and playing them at the same time. And commenting at the same time, I should say. So, okay. Over here, we're supposed to jump this little ledge thing. It's not really a ledge. And I don't know, like, I don't know if I should have cut these portions out, but I felt like if I just jumped to certain scenes, then people watching wouldn't know how I got there. I feel like that would be a little bit frustrating. To be like, okay, so how did you get here again? So I kind of wanted to show how we got there, even though there's like dots, so I don't know. Like I said, I'm just trying something new. My cat is ripping up the sofa.
We'll get there.
So yeah, this is like dead space though. I don't know. Another swallow door.
Over there.
We must activate it quickly. I have a feeling another golem's about to surprise us.
So she's saying that there might be another golem coming around.
Another swallow.
Look, it worked.
Okay, so we go through another portal. Like these parts. These parts are like where we're not playing, but it just kind of like
we've managed to cross the bridge.
Which...
This is where we saw the wild hunt.
Great.
Yeah.
Means they're way ahead of us. Come on.
Okay. So I'm trying to remember what we're supposed to do here.
Wild hunt. Definitely.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to find the hunter warrior. And then if you see, there's certain golems here that they had froze.
Thought they might have.
The warrior, wild hunt warriors froze these golems. Which is pretty cool. I wish I had the ability to freeze them. That would be awesome. We need to get more skills.
Frozen
I don't think he
before
ever
they can
has the
attack.
skill to freeze anything. Yeah. So, here's another cutscene.
Shut up!
Pretty badass to, like, want to go fight these guys.
Esai Isa. Jabba Doin Nilin Yama. Ren!
So the other ones leave, and then we're just stuck with this one guy.
Shin Sabir!
He does this thing where he makes the air really icy, so if we just walk out there, then we'll actually freeze to death. So Keira
The white
has to make a
frost.
shield
Mage
for
from the hunt
us
summoned it.
go
see all those
under so
cracks
we
it's
don't
blowing
die. And he also opens these portals
They're too
where
far.
I forgot
We
what
must get
wolves
closer.
or something. Not
I shall
wolves.
shield us with Demetia
Maybe
Press
wolves.
Surge.
We'll see in a
Stand
minute.
at my
But
side.
some kind of creature comes out and we have to kill them.
Darian
So yeah,
Roy.
she brings the shield.
Ready.
And then we have to stay under it. And I have to protect her. Which I did good at. I actually didn't die in this portion at all either. I didn't have to replay this. I think I'm getting better at playing this game. It is really fun. Like when you finally get the story down, and now that I kind of understand how to do the missions a bit more, or the quest I should say, it's a lot fun. It's a lot funner
Me to
now.
go?
I'll do it.
A lot of
Just
fun.
cover me.
So what are these that come out here? Wild, what? We did go out for a second. Horde of the Wild Hunt. Okay. So if you see, I broke my sword here. I didn't notice for a bit, and also I couldn't really do anything because we're in the middle of fighting, so I wasn't about to go in my inventory and fix my sword right now. At some point I do fix it though, I think when we start moving. And I noticed I also have this super bad habit of wanting to loot everything. It's not necessarily a bad habit, but when I record and I'm just looting a ton of stuff, I don't think that's really entertaining content. Like even now, I just had to do it. Like I see all these bodies that I haven't looted and I want to, but she just starts moving. So, okay, we're gonna move with her because we're supposed to be protecting her. It's kind of funny because I didn't realize this. Geralt calls Ciri his daughter, or yeah, he calls her his daughter. And someone had commented on one of my videos like, "Oh, is it his daughter?" And I straight up said like, "No, it's not his daughter," because I didn't know it's not technically his daughter, but he raised her, so it is like his orphan daughter or his adopted daughter, I should say. But yeah, I guess it is his daughter. He says she's his daughter. But we're out here in the iciness, about to die. Freezing my ass off. Okay, so I still didn't fix my sword at this point. I think when we move on, I do fix it. Yeah, now it's fixed. So, finally. That should help with the fighting portion. I think it does help a lot, actually. Now looking back, getting the rotten meat. Why do I get the rotten meat? I don't even need that stuff. I don't know if I showed you all how much money Geralt has. He has like 4,000 coins, 4,000 something. He has a lot. Like, we have a lot of coins. I don't even know what to do with it, but I'm just kind of saving them for now because I feel like we're gonna need it a bit later, especially for his armory. Especially for his armor, we're gonna need it. So these are level 4. I don't know why they get like a lot weaker. We started with level 9 Wild Hunt 1, and then it went down to level 4. So it seems like it takes 3 hits to kill them. Not bad. If you see, Keira is totally fine. She hasn't even got her once, so we're doing our job of protecting her. We're almost killing ourselves, but we're protecting her. Geralt's badass. He could do it. It's okay if he freezes his cojones a little bit, that's fine. He'll be fine. Girls will still like him. It's fine. So over here we finally finished with this. These gates that stupid thing opened.
Keira.
Okay. Another cutscene.
What's wrong?
It'll pass.
Oh, she's so dramatic. Oh, she's
Great
so
deal of
dramatic.
Just don't faint on me.
Now, in your firm embrace, what a new life.
Like, she's always flirting with him, and he's always
Love to
flirting
be
with
able
her.
to say we could
I
stay
wish
here a
we could
while
stay
and
here a
rest.
while.
I know.
Something's gonna happen
No.
between these two.
We must go on.
And I love how her dress is so open that you can actually, like, see parts of her. If you know what I'm saying? She's just, you know, she's super real.
Leave it to me.
She doesn't hide who she is, which is pretty cool. I wonder how old she is, because Geralt is pretty old. I know that the witches, or the sorcerers, or whatever the mages, I know that they can live for a long time too using magic.
Come, we might still catch them.
So I think this is when we finally get to fight that Wild Hunt warrior.
Thanks for your help. Pretty tough slog.
Good thing I came with you.
Which isn't
You'd never have
that
managed
hard,
without
actually.
me. Come
Like
now.
I said, like even
Your
here, I
weak
didn't
sauce.
even die. I didn't have to repeat this mission. So that's pretty cool. I'm proud of myself for that, to be honest. Look at his armor, though. Badass. Did you notice that Geralt has these super purple gloves on? Because those are the highest ranking gloves that we have at the moment. They just look so weird on him, though. Like, they're so puffy and huge. But we gotta use what we have.
You're stubborn one.
So they do speak English as well.
Geralt, I shall help you.
Step back.
She's not gonna stand
telling me
back,
what to do.
obviously. But at least we don't have to protect her here. I think this is, in the heat of the moment, I start forgetting to use Kuin, which is ironic, because at this moment I need it the most. But I don't know. I notice that when I'm pressured and I have like a lot to do, I tend to forget. Also, if I hit him when he's under that shield thing, then it makes me fly back. You'll see in a minute. I do it and then I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do that again. Yeah. It hurts him. Okay, so he does this shield thing and then we have to fight his horde again. He releases his horde. What a little... And then when he's in that shield thing, it actually strengthens him. So his health goes all the way up. So that's awesome. Okay, so we get to fight him again. I'm kind of excited to fight Ciri's father. Do we get to do that at some point? I'm pretty sure we do. Like her real dad, the Elf King or whatever. Pretty sure we do. We're pretty strong, I think. Like, Keira is helping a lot as well. Like distorting this guy. Confusing him a bit, so then we get more of a chance to fight him. He is gonna do his shield thing again, which sucks because we almost completely killed him, but he is a little chicken. So he does shield. Oh, here oh no! Oh wow! So I didn't even notice that. See, like now that I get to watch it, I get to see. So what happened was he was almost dead, but he decided at that moment to shield himself and like make himself stronger again. And also, at that moment, I decided to use the, I forgot what it's called, Yen? No, it's not Yen. But the ability where you can take control of their mind. But look at him. He's like, his whole health is going all the way back up. He was all the way dead. I didn't even notice that. One more hit and he would have been a goner. Wow. Here, I'm deciding whether I'm going to use something else on him. I was trying to use the fire one, I think. But then I just like, no, fuck it. I'm just going to keep using Kuin and not try other things right now because I didn't want to fail. I think Kuin is the best. Yeah, so now he's gone. He's dead. Which I was honestly surprised. I didn't think he was going to die at that moment. But he did, which was pretty cool.
Unnecessarily. Let's look around.
We got some nice items from him as well. Some diamond dust. And then over here, there's the elf message. I don't remember what his name was, but he has another message for Ciri.
Look, the elf left another message for Ciri.
So we go there. He calls her
See
Zirella,
that?
which is interesting.
This place is no longer safe. Do
I
not
think he's
tarry
talking to
here
Ciri
long.
when he says Zirella.
Trust no one. And above
I
all,
like his
beware
mask,
the
to be
witches of
honest. I
Crookback
wish we
Bog.
can have that kind of mask.
Try to reach the place where last we were together.
So we finally reached his
Where last we were together.
area. I
Not
don't
much
know
to
what
go
it's
on.
called. Words are failing me as usual.
Damn it.
So at this
Perhaps
point
it's
we
best he
realize
didn't leave
that
a Keira message. The
Keira
Wild
is
Hunt broke
not-
in here. Surely they saw the projection.
is not
They
the
searched
witch
everything.
that we were looking
and if
for.
they had more time, they'd probably have torn the place to the ground. But that doesn't change the fact that we haven't learned anything. Not about the elf, not about Ciri.
Well, we know they were well acquainted and traveling together.
Wonder why they split up.
Perhaps because the Wild Hunt was on the elf's trail, and Ciri would be safer if they did.
So yeah,
witches
so
of
over here we have to go
Crookback
to the
Swamp.
witches of
Crookback
Crookback
Bog.
Bog. Crookback? No, it's
Keira,
not
if you're
Crookback.
hiding something.
Crook something.
I didn't say.
You know these
Which,
witches?
they're
I've never met
interesting.
them,
They're a
but I've
treat.
read of them in
We'll
an
get
old
to see them,
manuscript
I
I
think,
found
in
in
the
one of the
next
huts in
part.
the village. It mentions the village witches venturing into Crookback Bog at
Crookback, yeah,
times
it's
to
Crookback.
liaise between the villagers and the Crones, the ladies of the wood.
So we went out
the
thinking that
Crones appear
Keira
to
would
be
know something about
intolerant of
Ciri,
outsiders.
but then it turns
they
out
help
that
the
she's not the
local folk.
witch that knows
Apparently, they stopped the
where
spread of the
Ciri is
plague
or
in
has
Ireland.
seen Ciri. The witches that have seen her
What's your
are the
take on
witches of
this?
Crookback Bog, which
I'd
we're gonna
love
have
to
to
shrug
go
it off as the
find
nattering of so
them
many old women, yet
a little bit
throughout
later.
my first fortnight
After
in
we get
London,
out of this
I had horrible nightmares.
horrendous tunnel.
Something was
cave
calling me
thing.
out into the swamps. One night, I decided to enter the dream consciously, render it lucid. I confronted the thing directly. It broke contact at once. Peaceful nights ever since.
Why didn't you say anything earlier? I told you Ciri had a run-in with a witch.
He's so
I
aggressive.
had no idea you meant then.
He just wants to find
If
her.
I'd told you something, you would have rushed off to find them. But we needed first to confirm that
true, she
Ciri
was
was
there.
here, didn't we? I shall tell you everything now, of course.
Now, after I safely led you through the cave,
I can't believe you'd think so poorly
So
of
I
me.
decided when I was
Perhaps
editing
you do
this
bear
to
a grudge
take
against
the
sorceresses.
portions where I decide what he's
Can't
going to say
imagine
out,
where
so
that
it
comes
would
from.
feel more like a
how do I
movie.
find them?
I don't know. I
swamps
think
are
it's
vast,
interesting. Only thing I don't
dangerous,
like is that the
but they
music
say the
kind
Crones
of
mark the way for
splits
peasants
and
who wish to
chops
visit
up,
them.
which
The
it
manuscript
bothers me
mentions
because
a
I'm kind of
chapel in
meticulous
Crookback
about
Bog,
things like that.
and
But
from that chapel,
what can you
one
do?
must follow a
There's nothing I
trail
can
of
do about
treats.
that.
Treats.
So it is
course.
what it is.
They didn't read you bedtime stories at Kaer Morhen. All normal folk know that witches live in gingerbread houses poised atop chicken legs.
I'll have to see that to believe it.
Take the tome and
Okay,
read
so
it.
she gives him the book.
I
Ladies
truly
of
do
the
believe
Wood.
you'll find your Cirilla. All right then. As a start, let's look for a way out of here.
Good idea.
Okay, so we find out that we have to leave through this gate.
Strange. My medallion's trembling, but there's nothing here. What's with this wall?
I like how he looks almost bald in that
It's an
moment.
illusion. I sensed it as well. I expected we might run into such things, so I brought this.
Meaning what?
The Eye of Nahalani. It dispels illusions. It's easy enough to build, so you're welcome to this one. It's
Kind of
bound
like
to
I'm
come in
watching a
handy.
movie right now.
And
Which
each time it does,
that's what I wanted
you'll
the
think
effect
of me.
to be when I was editing this.
Simple, isn't it?
Okay, so now we're supposed to
Let's see
go
where the
this
passage
way.
leads.
Try to get out of this stupid tunnel. No, at this point we're trying to help Ciri find the lamp that she was looking for.
Do you feel that? A flow of fresh air from the left. Must be an exit that way.
Oh,
Good.
here's when
Let's
she
get outta
tells
here.
him. I'm sorry. Spoiler.
Wait, there's still the magic lamp.
The magic what now?
Lamp. The elf promised it to me in exchange for my help. And since his return here seems doubtful, I must retrieve it myself. If I can find it, that is. Will you help?
Yeah, I'll help.
Splendid.
Okay, so we
Come
decide
then.
to help her find it.
Gavella Glan.
We're certain to find something here.
We're leveling up a lot here, to be honest. Gonna find the magic lamp.
Looks like another damned riddle to me.
Okay, so this is when we have to figure out this riddle, which is actually really easy.
Inscription here.
Show me.
Can you translate the inscription? I can decipher maybe a third, but that third
Geralt,
doesn't
you're
make
really
much
old.
sense.
How do you not know
Give
how
me
to
a
read
minute.
every language?
I was never any good at the high variant of the Elder speech. Alright. This might seem a bit literal. I'm afraid I can't replicate its sophisticated internal rhymes.
Just translate it to make sense.
You're not trying to have a rhyming thing. You just need to know what it says.
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first to light his fire dared not march on the end. The second, by the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second played a tune. And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Sounds like a riddle, all
Oh,
right.
here I didn't cut this portion out, I guess. That's fine. Little
Right.
slip up.
Let's see if we can solve
So
this.
the first one we did was just the man standing with nothing next to him. Then the man playing a tune, which was the one playing a lemon, I think the thing says. And then the next one's the one with the beast, which is the dog, or whatever animal that is. And then the last one is also playing a tune. So, and has a beast. So that's how we opened it up. It's pretty easy, actually. Then we go through here, and there's another swallow. And that's where the lamp is.
His grave, is it? What do you think? No inscription, sadly.
Maybe skull.
Sign of the gull. If I didn't already know where she was buried, I'd guess this is Laura
There's
Doran's
swallows
sepulchre.
everywhere.
Perhaps it's a monument to her.
Can't see the elves commemorating her this way. Heroine of a tragic legend to some, but most see her as a traitor to her race, who got her just deserts for marrying Cregennan of Laud.
Perhaps the elven mage is Lara's kin. It would explain why he's helping Ciri.
Possible. This what you're looking for?
His purple gloves. They're just so weird.
So what's it supposed to do?
I hope I'll be able to activate it.
Yes, finally.
Let's leave this
Leaving
place,
that
shall we?
Horrible place. Back into the real world with the sunlight.
At last. But it was worth it, right? You learned something about Ciri in the end. Something important.
I wonder why Ciri's.
Do you intend
like,
to
I know why
venture
she's
into
running,
Crookback
but
Bog?
I wonder how.
You must tell me about it afterwards.
They got
Don't know that I'll get
separated.
the
Like,
chance.
why wasn't
Geralt,
she
there are
just
2
with
types of men.
Geralt the whole time?
Those who see
know.
opportunity and take advantage.
Guess that's what we're
And
we're
those
still
who
trying to
forge
figure out
the
the story.
opportunities
So I'm not going to
themselves.
know everything at this moment.
I've always seen you as an example of the latter. Besides, I've a favor to ask you. So, visit me sometime?
She's always being flirty.
I'll stop by. You can be sure.
In that case, I shall be waiting.
See ya, Keira.
Goodbye. Creepy when she does that though. And then she's gone. Okay, so this is when we decide to do the mission, the Crookback Bog. So here we finally come to the place of the Crookback Bog. It's really, I didn't cut out that much. We just like followed the mission to this point. Geralt is inside of the horse at this moment, which is really cool. It's inside of a roach. The glitches in this game is really funny.
I'm on the
Okay, so
right
we just
path.
have to follow this path. I also didn't keep all of this portion either because I felt like it was unnecessary. It was pretty straightforward. We just follow the cookies that are on the floor. And also, even if the cookies weren't there, it's literally a straight path. And on the map, it shows like where we're supposed to go, like a yellow thing. So I cut it at this point. We finally arrive. The Crookback Bog.
Doug went in the kitchen, stole a hunk of meat. Cook gave him a licking, strung him by his feet.
Cooked and bled him empty, stripped his skin off clean.
Laughed and said, how tasty, best sausage I have seen.
Cook's a stupid killer, shouldn't have ate the pup. Now we'll light a fire, gonna roast him
There's
up.
a lot of kids here.
1, 2, 3, the one to fetch the kindlings. Thee!
Interesting rhyme.
Don't know
That's
you.
rude.
Go away.
I'm looking for the witches of Crookback Bog.
You looks like a witch yourself. The witches?
All of the kids in
bog.
this game kind of look the same, to be honest.
We can't go in the bog. Gran don't let us.
It's kind of funny.
When my brother Zemek went missing, Gran said it was 'cause he went in the woods and got lost. Gran cried an awful lot after that. He could still come back.
What are you doing out here alone?
We's not alone. We's with Gran.
But where did you all come from?
We's orphans.
All of you?
There's a war, so there's orphans.
This boy has like
You know that?
A young woman got
a
lost in
potty
a
mouth.
swamp. She has ashen hair and a scar on her face. You kids see anyone like that?
Ain't no lassies here.
What am I?
You're no lassie. Lassie's got tits.
Oh my god.
They do. Heard an old man say once, when the army was here.
What am
he says,
I?
hide
You
them
don't have
lassies
any
in the
like
woods.
tits, so
These
you're not a
dazzling
lass
soldiers
anymore.
with their tips.
You're not a lass
And
yet.
it's torturing the poor lads. That's what he said.
Listen, the girl I'm looking for, she's in trouble. I understand you might not want to help me, but you could try to help her.
How you know she was here?
I heard she visited the witches in the swamp.
But there's
Are you
no
sure?
witches here.
There's only frogs. And
Oh,
snakes.
Johnny.
And Johnny.
What's this talk? What
So
kind
this
of
is
jabbering
Gran.
is this, eh? No one allowed here. Just kids. My kids. They're allowed. But who are you, wearing swords like a bandit?
Just talking to the kids. Asked them if they'd seen a young
Oh,
woman.
these women are
I
so
was
like
a lovely young woman. Wore a long, beautiful braid my mummy did up for me. Had
they
dresses
don't
with
like them
flowers on them.
insulting. Like, I'm a woman.
Maybe you've seen her.
God.
Young,
Just because I'm a
ashen
child
hair.
doesn't mean I'm not a
You're
woman.
betrothed.
Just because I'm
Daughter,
old
actually.
doesn't mean I'm not a woman.
Daughter? My dear, sweet little daughter and her sister. Where are they now? Maybe they've come to some harm.
A bit of help, please? A young, ashen-haired woman. Just need to know if you've seen her.
What are you looking at, children?
I think it was
Wash
funny
your
that
hands, we'll
she
go
said
catch crickets.
Go wash their hands to go
Won't
pick
learn anything
crickets.
from you.
Why would you wash your
Aye,
hands to
because
catch
I don't know
crickets?
nothing.
That Johnny knows. He knows a lot. When I ask him something, he says, wait, I'll
Yeah,
scratch
well-
my arse and tell you.
Ugly word. What you saying? To the hut. You'll stand in a corner. I'll make sure you do. You.
Be
gone.
gone.
Be gone.
He ain't going nowhere. We're trying to look for Siri. There's nothing and no one that's gonna stop us. So at this point we go into her
Can't
house
come in
to
here.
talk to her. We're being
Not allowed in
persistent.
here.
I just want
We're
to
trying
talk
to
to
talk
the
to
boy.
him.
Not allowed. It's not allowed.
He won't talk to you anyway. Gran don't like you. And Johnny's made up. And
Trust
and
me, little boy, I don't want to
strangers
steal you.
kids.
Just tell me where I can find Johnny.
Johnny's made up.
Be gone. Be gone.
Oh my god, she walked into us. Okay, Geralt's still not gonna give up. He's gonna go talk to the children. Ask them.
Why don't you want to talk about Johnny? One of you knows about him. The others must too.
It's just him who's pals with Johnny. They pick mushrooms and hunt snails. But Gran says Johnny's made up.
Have any of you ever seen Johnny?
Course. Looks just like him.
Then why do you say he's made up?
Gran says so. And Gran knows lots.
Does your gran treat you right? She ever hurt you?
Never.
When we're bad, she cries.
She's scared. Says strangers might take us. And we'll disappear.
The boy who plays with Johnny, he must be brave.
Not brave, just stupid. Sat his bare bum on an anthill once. But yeah, he plays with Johnny. He don't listen to Gran and goes in the woods, and then he's got to have a time out. And he eats
Yuck
snails.
indeed.
Yuck.
The girl I mentioned is in danger. You gotta help me get your gran away from the hut so I can talk to Johnny's friend.
All right, but you've got to do something for us too.
I want to see
hide and
Geralt
seek.
play hide and seek, but that's not what I
Gran never
decided
does.
to do.
Says her feet hurt.
A little kitty's sitting in
Is
my
there
lap, by the
something
way.
else you need or want?
But his nails are going into my
I
skin.
want something sweet.
And me too.
Oh, fruits.
Give us a treat and we'll help
Okay, so we
you.
give them a
Here's
treat
some
instead
treats.
of like running around and playing hide and seek with them.
Yum.
Never
Oh.
eaten nothing like this before in my life.
So many sounds.
Gran! Gran! Bumblebee bit Yagner in the arse. Gran! Come!
Geralt's hair is getting longer. I don't know, should we cut it? You guys can let me know if you want me to cut it or not. Have him cut it. It looks good though. I like it. But we can cut it. It's gonna grow out
Don't be
anyway.
afraid.
Don't know nothing.
I won't hurt you.
Where's Gran?
She's busy. I just want to talk to Johnny. He could know more than you.
Not gonna hurt him, right? 'Cause he's real. He's not made up.
I'm not gonna hurt him.
Johnny used to be by, 'cause Gran liked listening to his songs. When we was picking mushrooms, Johnny said he saw a girl with ashen hair in the swamp.
Where can I find Johnny?
There's a little meadow on the edge of the swamp. This strange tree grows there. Look around. You'll see him.
So this is when we go to find Johnny.
Thank you.
Ladies of the Wood. Over here we find his trail. His little footsteps, so we follow them.
Small footprint. Johnny's been through here.
Kind of confusing because the footsteps were going multiple directions, so I wasn't sure I was going the right way. But like I said, there's a yellow like circle on the map, so it kind of guides you if you're going the right or wrong way. I don't know if I keep this whole portion in, because we are just following the trail. Yeah, so nowadays in Korea we're having a lot of like rain, and technically it's called like it's not a typhoon,
Tracks
like a
lead to a
tsunami
burrow.
kind of thing, like
Wonder what's inside.
a lot of wind and rain and stuff. Pretty interesting. It's been raining a lot this summer
Johnny?
though, so it's not like, it's not surprising, but the wind is pretty intense at moments. So this is when we finally see Johnny.
Don't be afraid.
And to be honest, I thought Johnny was gonna be a real boy. He's not. I mean, he's a boy, but he's not like a human.
You're a Bucka? A Luton?
He's a godling.
Ah, a godling. Not many of you left.
He has really big eyes.
I'm looking for a woman with ashen hair. Seen her? Tell me everything from the start. Where did you see her? What was she doing? It's important to me. Why not? What's wrong? Can't
Johnny
talk?
can't talk. He lost his voice.
Why? Lost your voice? Can I help you somehow?
Johnny's kind of ripped for a little kid. I don't know if he's a little kid though, or if he's just the size of a little kid.
Want me to follow you?
I don't know. Like I said,
No
there's
choice,
a
I
whole
guess.
character page that I can like go and read about everything, like godlings and all of the creatures. So at this point we're level 9 and we have 3 points available, which is awesome. I do think I used up all the points now though. I'm trying to strengthen his Kuin mostly and his fighting ability, because that's what we do the most is fighting. Here we have to kill some drowners. drowners, and I think there's something else. I hate these drowners, by the way. There's one point where they're almost training, like, at least level 6, but their fighting technique is really annoying.
Show me what you got.
Like, they gang up, like, oh, here, and then we get blown up or something. I don't know what that was. And then this one just keeps getting hit. Oh my god. It's so pathetic when I almost die from a drowner.
Stay close to me.
What am I doing? I can kill a goblin, I can kill a night king or night thing, but I can't kill a drowner. It's just their technique. Their technique is really annoying because they do this like grabbing thing and then they group up and attack you, which is annoying. Kind of have to get them one, like bring them out one at a time.
This the place? Let me look around.
Okay, so here he's trying to explain what happened.
Something's on the ledge? Something that'll get you your voice back? Guess I gotta make this climb.
He's excited about that. Why can't he climb up there? I guess he could, but he has to fight these things and he can't do that. These are called harpy, right? Yeah, I think they're called harpy.
Damn, you're ugly.
They're like these man bird things. Interesting.
Die.
So I noticed that I keep trying to use strong attack, but I think, like, if you see it keeps saying you can't do that now, that's because I'm trying to do strong attack. But I think that if you do strong attack once, you have to wait a bit of time before you can do strong attack again. And I didn't realize that at this point, but I realized it a little bit later on. Like, that's why I keep saying I can't do that right now.
Here.
Okay, so we give him back his voice. I don't know how they trapped his voice.
Whiskey! Slither! Ringworm! Rubbish! Bumblebee! Flabbergasted! Ha! The sound of it! Peter Piper picked Prince Proximo a pack of pickled peppers by the pontar.
He's so happy about his voice.
Done celebrating?
My favorite words! Life without savoring the sound of surreptitious shenanigans is like
this
licking
kid,
snails through
he
a
knows
clock.
some words, doesn't
Thank
he?
you for this, noble whoever you are. Long be your life.
Just gonna like run off.
Hang on a minute. I
Oh,
helped
thanks
you,
for helping
now
me
you
get
help
my
me.
voice back. Bye!
Would you turn this beautiful act of altruism into a banal bartering of favors?
How'd you lose your voice?
One morning I awoke and opened my mouth for my usual bout of singing with the thrushes. Lo and behold, no sound escaped. I tried and tried, almost burst a blood vessel. Then I went to the village, because word has it the new cunning woman works miracles. But people began crying out, "A smudger! A smudger!" and sicked their dogs on me.
To
Do
be honest,
I
I don't know
look
what a
like
smudger looks
to
like,
you?
so couldn't really
Not
say.
a bit.
Well, I thought not. So it must be the Crones doing. Who else would curse me? Blackbird friend of mine located my voice, but I was helpless to retrieve it.
Couldn't ask a raven friend to just give you the bottle?
Ravens
So the
serve the
Crones are the
crows.
witches of the
They don't
Crookback
know one.
Bog.
How do you lock someone's voice in a bottle? Just wondering.
As am I, especially as mine's a voice to crown all voices. Sometimes it's like a forest brook, at others like a roll of thunder. And let's be honest, I talk enough to fill 3 barrels.
He
or
does
more.
talk a lot.
Somebody used some
a lot
powerful
to
magic
say.
on you. As a prank, or just to be mean. I'm looking for a young,
Maybe they took his
passion-haired
voice
woman.
away so he
See
wouldn't
anyone like that?
tell
Did I ever?
about
Remember
Siri.
as if it were yesterday.
That's probably why they did it.
As soon as I woke, I went to empty my bowels. My favourite part of the day. Defecating to the sunrise. Downright glorious.
He's so gross.
Suddenly, heard a bang. So loud it couldn't have been me. And that lass appeared. Out of nowhere. Young, ashen-haired. Just like you said. Wounded and panting to boot. She raced off towards the children's hut. Quick as if the crones were after her. I yelled some unpleasantries. She disturbed my morn. Sadly, I'd lost my voice, so I don't think she heard me.
What do you know about the Crones?
They're as old as this forest. Cruel, vindictive, not to be crossed.
What if someone does cross them?
Might take his voice, might take his life. Depends on their whim. They're nasty, although they care for this land and its folk in their own way. Supposedly they always keep their word, but you must be careful.
So in this part we don't get to meet the Crones, but in the next part we will.
Want to be found.
Which,
see
that's
them
a
until
treat.
They want
if you
to
guys haven't
but
seen
remember,
the Crones yet,
they see and hear all
wait
that
for part
happens in the mire.
8.
I've been to the village in the
'cause
swamp. Met a woman who might have been
finally
a
get to
crone.
see them.
Did she seem
It's a treat.
confused to you?
Nuts, completely.
So I'm not crazy. That's no crone. That's the granny who takes care of the orphans. Claims the kids made me up. Me!
An orphanage in a swamp?
What do you have against swamps? Lived here my whole life, and I heartily recommend it.
She ran off toward the orphanage. Kids could know something, or the old woman who takes care of them.
Oh, that old hag don't speak to strangers, and you're a stranger.
Will she talk to you?
I have spoken to her, got my ways. So be it. You helped me, and I'm no bore.
Okay, so
Come
we
with
go
me.
back to the Crookback Bog.
Good.
So we can talk
It's
to
clear,
Gran
not a
if
crone
he's going to help
inside.
us, because Gran
I
doesn't
need to
want to
sing to
talk to
Gran.
us. 'Cause
That
she keeps
oughta
saying
calm
be
her.
gone to us. We just hide behind a tree like little creepy creep, and then wait for him to do his thing.
Little Johnny, soft.
It's weird that she says that he's made up, yet she likes his voice. She likes when he sings to her.
Out and whispered, "Listen, I'm a tale."
I wonder why she tells the children that he's made up.
You got your voice back.
I did, though I seem to have lost an octave somewhere in the process. I shall look for it when I get home.
You're not allowed here, Johnny.
Maybe
You
because the
shouldn't have
Crones don't
come.
want him around.
Calm down, Gran. Don't get angry. It's not good for you.
The woman I asked about earlier.
Forgive me, Gran, but this fellow absolutely must talk to the ladies.
No, she's not allowed.
Please, it's important.
The fellow will be quiet. Gran, please hear me out. I
Yagna.
found little Yagna when she got lost, did I not? Did I break Ginny's fever too? I did. I ask anything in return? No. Didn't even fuss about my stolen voice. Well, now I want something. Gran, help this fellow. Because otherwise he'll pester me day and night, even during potty time. His lass is missing. Perhaps the ladies can help find her, eh?
Well, since you put it that way, Johnny,
Okay, so we finally get help from her.
come
Gonna
with
talk
me.
to the Crones. I still don't know if he's a boy or if he's just a small little dude. Small little man. Like, does he ever grow up, or is it a Peter Pan thing?
Johnny's a good lad, though the ladies don't like him. No, foul creature, they say.
So these
don't
are the
like
ladies
him.
of the bog.
Who are the
Or
women in
are
the
they?
tapestry?
Those are the ladies. Ladies lovely, with power over all. Beseech I thee.
So she talks
Answer
to them.
my call.
And then
Before
they
you
talk
a
through
worm
her,
crawls,
which is really creepy.
wretched and small.
So funny how Geralt doesn't get terrified by this at all. Like, I know it's because it's his job and he's been dealing with weird stuff like that.
How
Really
dare
creepy.
you disturb our rest, woman?
Someone speaking through you?
Good looking and clever, too. Where have you been hiding, boy?
I'm looking for the woman with ashen hair. I know you met her. Where is she?
Oh, he's impatient. Perhaps he only likes ashen-haired girls.
All these women want him so bad.
The young woman. She's my daughter by choice. I raised her.
Like, they're getting their feelings hurt every
If
time he
she's
asks for,
shapely,
like,
what does it
about
matter?
Ciri.
Matters to me.
I believe we've hit a nerve. He's bubbling like well-fed yeast. Oh, that's how I likes him.
It's clear you met her. Tell me everything.
That was blunt. Well, perhaps it's for the best. Tell me, have you got bollocks? Do you fear woodland beasts?
Oh, hard times are upon us, white-haired one. Brother has turned against brother. The land is soaked in blood. Evil reigns stronger than ever before.
A dark power has surfaced near Downwarren. It feeds on hatred and disdain. Destroy the beast, and we will be grateful. Tell you all we know about this ashen-haired maid.
Dark power? You need a knight-errant, or a witch hunter, not a witcher.
The alderman of Downwarren will tell you all. Remember to collect payment from him after you complete your task.
So they want us to do something before they're going to give us the information.
And now
which seems to
our
be
servant will
how all of
bring you
these
the
quests
dagger.
go. We always have to do something in order
A
to get
dagger?
information.
What for?
When the alderman sees this dagger, he'll know we sent you. He'll aid with all.
I'll talk to the alderman, but I can't promise anything.
Move, woman! Give the young man the dagger.
And you, White One, return only once you've completed the task.
Aye, mistress, right. On me way.
So
Dagger.
this is when
Gotta
I
bring the
noticed that
dagger.
she's kind of like crazy a little bit.
The dagger.
Which
For
makes
you.
sense because
Ladies told me
those
to give it
witches
to
do
you.
keep talking
Here
through
it
her and
is.
stuff, which
The
would
dagger.
maybe make you go crazy. There's more to the story, definitely.
Place the alderman's payment on the stone. Stone bear, stone shear, stone nose, stone ears.
Okay guys, so that's it. That's the end of this part. I did record more, and there will be part 8 will be in the same fashion that this part is in. I just really got into the game when I was playing it by myself. I hope you guys don't mind, but like I said, if you don't like these parts this way, or you want me to record the way that I was doing it before, then I can continue doing that. I hope you enjoyed this part, and please do check out the previous parts if you haven't watched them yet. They're a lot of fun, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.